Great people. I've learned so much from them. They were wonderful in every regard. I had truly great parents. I also want to thank my sisters, Marianne and Elizabeth, who are here with us tonight. And where are they? They're here someplace. They're very shy, actually. And my brother Robert, my great friend. Where is Robert? Where is Robert? My brother Robert. And they should all be on this stage, but that's okay. They are great. And also my late brother Fred, great guy, fantastic guy. Fantastic family. I was very lucky. Great brothers, sisters, great, unbelievable parents. To Melania and Don. And Ivanka. And Eric. And Tiffany. And Barron. I love you and I thank you, and especially for putting up with all of those hours. This was tough. This was tough. This political stuff is nasty and it's tough. So I want to thank my family very much. Really fantastic. Thank you all. Thank you all. And Lara, unbelievable job. Unbelievable. Vanessa, thank you. Thank you very much. What a great group. You've all given me such incredible support, and I will tell you that we have a large group of people. You know, they kept saying we have a small staff. Not so small. Look at all the people that we have. Look at all of these people. And Kellyanne, and Chris, and Rudy, and Steve, and David. We have got tremendously talented people up here, and I want to tell you, it's been very, very special. I want to give a very special thanks to our former mayor, Rudy Giuliani. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He traveled with us and he went through meetings. And see that, Rudy? Never changes. Where's Rudy? Where is he? Rudy. Governor Chris Christie, folks, was unbelievable. Thank you, Chris. The first man, first senator, first major politician, and let me tell you, he is highly respected in Washington because he's as smart as you get. Senator Jeff Sessions. Where's Jeff? Great man. Another great man, very tough competitor. He was not easy. He was not easy. Who is that? Is that the mayor that showed up? Is that Rudy? Oh, Rudy got up here. Another great man who has been really a friend to me. But I'll tell you, I got to know him as a competitor, because he was one of the folks that was negotiating to go against those Democrats. Dr. Ben Carson. Where's Ben? Where is Ben? And by the way, Mike Huckabee is here someplace, and he is fantastic. Mike and his family, Sarah, thank you very much. General Mike Flynn. Where is Mike? And General Kellogg. We have over 200 generals and admirals that have endorsed our campaign. And they're special people, and it's really an honor. We have 22 Congressional Medal of Honor recipients. We have just tremendous people. A very special person who believed me, and, you know, I'd read reports that I wasn't getting along with him. I never had a bad second with him. He's an unbelievable star. He is, that's right, how did you possibly guess? So let me tell you about Reince. And I've said this. I said, Reince, and I know it. I know it. Look at all those people over there. I know it. Reince is a superstar. But I said, they can't call you a superstar, Reince, unless we win. Because you can't be called a superstar like Secretariat. If Secretariat came in second, Secretariat would not have that big, beautiful bronze bust at the track at Belmont. But I'll tell you, Reince is really a star. And he is the hardest working guy. And in a certain way, I did this. Reince, come up here. Where is Reince? Get over here, Reince. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's about time you did this, Reince. Huh? My guy. Well, say a few words. No, come on. Say something.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next president of the United States, Donald Trump. Thank you. It's been an honor. God bless. Thank God. You bet.
Amazing guy. Our partnership with the RNC was so important to the success and what we've done. So I also have to say I've gotten to know some incredible people, the Secret Service people. They're tough, and they're smart, and they're sharp, and I don't want to mess around with them, I can tell you. And when I want to go and wave to a big group of people and they rip me down and put me back down in the seat, but they are fantastic people, so I want to thank the Secret Service. And law enforcement in New York City, they're here tonight. These are spectacular people, sometimes underappreciated, unfortunately, but we appreciate them. We know what they go through. So it's been what they call a historic event. But to be really historic, we have to do a great job. And I promise you that I will not let you down. We will do a great job. We will do a great job. I look very much forward to being your president. And hopefully at the end of 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, or maybe even 8 years, you will say, so many of you worked so hard for us, but you will say that that was something that you really were very proud to do, and I can thank you very much. And I can only say that while the campaign is over, our work on this movement is now really just beginning. We're going to get to work immediately for the American people. And we're going to be doing a job that hopefully you'll be so proud of your president. You'll be so proud. Again, it's my honor. It was an amazing evening. It's been an amazing 2-year period. And I love this country. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you to Mike Pence. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Trump. Everybody knows it. We don't pretend to be neutral or non-biased. We are we're definitely pro-Trump, and look, we're pro-America, number one, and I think this has been one of the absolute craziest election in the history of the country, and I'm so glad it is over with. I mean, I'm so glad it is over with, and it's just amazing today. All right, turn that off. Nope. You want to give me copyright violation? Oh, good. Thank you. Look, this is for our fans, for all of you guys that are just now tuning in the first time. Amazing today. All right, turn that off. Nope. You want to give me copyright violation? Oh, good. Thank you. Look, this is for our fans, for all of you guys that are just now tuning in the first time. You may not understand this, but for everyone that has been with us since the very first speech, since the very first rally, for everyone that has come up to us at the rallies and greeted us, met us, and you guys are just the most amazing people I've ever met, and your support has been incredible over the last 16 months, and of a ride.
And thank you, Anthony Weiner.
Yeah, exactly. That's Adam back there, in case you can't tell.
Couldn't have done it without him.
We miss you, Brad. If you're listening right now, Brad is one part of the team that is not here right now, but Martin is also there filming for us. As you can see, he did a wonderful job tonight. Thank you, Martin. Right Side Broadcasting is not finished. We're not going away. So. Thank you to Dennis Michael Lynch tonight for doing an incredible job hosting our election night coverage. We're new to this. Again, we are not the mainstream media. We're not a fancy company. We're not Fox News or MSNBC or CNN or any of those people. We are a little tiny media company in Auburn, Alabama, and we have managed to make a dent in this election, and maybe even a small role that we played in it. We feel like that we're just humbled and honored to be able to play a part in this at all, and this is amazing, incredible. One thing I will say, there's some people that we have to thank. I want to thank, first of all of our moderators. You guys have been there since the beginning. Somebody text Martin and tell him to keep rolling for a little while. You guys have been there since the beginning, and
especially the main one.
Especially the head moderator. You are amazing, and your support has been incredible, and your hard work and all the late nights and early mornings, and you guys have put in so much time, and I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And the website moderators on discuss comments section there on our website, you guys are fantastic. You all mean so much to us because you volunteered to do this, and you volunteered not only for us but for the country. And look, I think this is a time that right now we have so many things that are coming, and we will announce those things in the very near future, any day now. Really, we just need a break for a little while.
Just a day or two, please.
Give us a day or two to recover from all this. I want to thank Wayne Dupree. I want to thank Cambry Nelson. I want to thank Hutch Bailey Jr. I want to thank Pastor Mark Burns. I want to thank Diamond and Silk. I want to thank everybody that helped contribute to make our network what it is today. We still have a long way to go, folks, but we're getting there, and our goal is not to be another Fox News. We just want to be a source for the truth, and we have succeeded in making some sort of I guess we may have broken through that glass ceiling. Now that the mainstream guys have had a hold on for so long.
I promise you our glass ceiling was way bigger than the one she was talking about. I can assure you. We're just two country guys, man. It's crazy. Two country
well, our whole team here. Our whole team is gonna take a day or so off to sort of reevaluate things and get some rest and spend some time with our families, which we've been away from for quite some time. And then we're gonna have some big stuff coming next week, big stuff. And we really just wanted to thank you all And if you want to contribute to Right Side, you can do so at rsbn.tv/donate. That's rsbn.tv/donate. Music is rsbnmusic.bandcamp.com. We will be back very soon. You can tune in tomorrow night to, I think maybe Wayne Dupree's going to have a show. I'll have to talk to him.
Hopefully still.
We haven't.
I hope Joe doesn't mind me butting in real quick, but I just want to say real quick. I mean, I absolutely
Sing something.
no.
Come on.
My turn.
Copyright.
My turn. I'm the young guy here, so. You know, November is always one of those months for me that's just great. Thanksgiving. My birthday is on November 3rd, so I mean, I just turned 28. I'm a young guy. But every 4 years, of course, it turns into a doom and gloom month because we're set up with this choice of either, one or the other. And usually the other choice is the bad choice, and of course our choice, the right side, of course, is the right choice. So without getting into a tangled word stew there, this month has turned out great. Cubs won, Trump wins,
Auburn.
And Auburn, well, Auburn's going to beat Alabama. We'll just put it that way.
You're messing with the wrong.
And then
Man, the Alabama fans are going to leave us now.
No, they won't. They'll be fine. They'll be here. They're not going anywhere. They can put up with it. Harvey Updike ain't listening. Oh, whoops.
Right.
Oh, all right. Anyways, no. I just want to say thanks personally to anybody that has listened to the music and enjoyed it, bought it, shared it with people, whatever. I was just a music teacher. That's all I was. I mean, we grew up in a family of musicians, and it was just one of those things that it just happened one day. It was just, hey, make me some music, and then here we are. Pretty incredible. I've been very fortunate to have a platform to bring this stuff out and to use it for what I think is the right purpose. Because they always say that music has all these underlying meanings to it. And music is kind of the gateway to the soul, and a lot of people have been so nice to say your music has been a huge part of this campaign, this platform, and it is pretty amazing, really. I don't think of it like that. And of course, thank the campaign for I have to thank them for using American Dreamer as as the hold music for the hotline in New York. We didn't even know that was going to happen. I mean, I had no idea. So just the idea that in the last year, there's been millions and millions of people that have heard my stuff, as Trump says, millions and millions, But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. I just wanted to say thanks. I'm going to give it to Adam for a minute and let him talk. But hey, you guys sleep well tonight for the first time in a long time, I'm sure. God bless, and I promise you need to be watching and waiting for us because some big stuff is coming.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, we don't have a copyright. Joe, we don't have a copyright violation if we do it this way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, no. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. Let me do another way. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're going to celebrate your party with you. Come on, you guys help me out now. Come on now. Celebrate. Hey, okay. They cut me off.
He's sober and I'm
Hey.
a musician, don't forget.
This is Adam. The first guy who was a cameraman, I guess the main host of pregame. You either know who I am or I'm not. I'm very psyched right now. Very psyched right now. Was that off before?
No.
Okay.
Turn it down.
Turn it down and I talk a little loudly. It's a miracle. What can I tell you? This is amazing. Trump beat the Republican establishment. He beat the media. He beat the Clintons. Think about this. Process it. It's been a pleasure to be a part of this. It's been so much fun going. I'm not a natural cameraman. I have done a lot of things, including law in the past. This has been an incredible opportunity. I'm thankful. I'm also thankful that I have to bring this up, that Joe was so generous in the last few weeks letting me observe the Jewish holidays to the fullest extent, as he does every Friday night and Saturday. I'm so appreciative of that. I have a great thing going here. We all have a great thing. I don't know how I'm going to go to sleep tonight, even though I've been up for 24 hours straight. I flew in from Scranton this morning, but I don't care. This is great, and as these guys are off, they're going to take some time. As for me, Friday, I'm going to Disney World, and I'm live streaming from Disney World, even though I hate Disney as a company and ABC News and all that. But just symbolically, I'm live streaming from Disney World on Friday, so tune in. But I think tomorrow night, what are we doing? 6:30 Eastern
We're going to have a
time?
little special bonfire.
You got to come closer here, Joe, remember? You can announce this one. Thanks for listening to me. Here's Joe.
I'm going to sign off, but I just want to say tomorrow night we're going to be going down to the river, and we're going to be doing some camping and some cooking out and some bonfire stuff. And
Oh,
we
what
might
you're
just
supposed to.
a weenie roast,
A wiener roast.
or wiener roast. There you go.
We got the wieners ready.
And we will be we're looking for live streaming down from there tomorrow night, and we'll probably take some questions and everything. Look, we apologize for all the goofiness here, guys, but we're just we ain't like I said, we're
Huge weight off our shoulders.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing, and we're not. If you're looking for professionalism and that's not us. Okay, we're normal guys, and we appreciate you guys hanging in there with us. And this is an amazing moment for us. We're celebrating. We're happy. I know you guys are too. So just thank you. And Right Side is not going anywhere. We may not be live streaming Trump rallies anymore, but we will be live streaming anything that Trump does. We will announce our plans very soon. More to come very soon. In fact, you'll know something this week. I'm going to sign off now from the RSBN studio headquarters in Auburn, Alabama. Good night, everybody.
and be the stormtroopers of a Hillary Clinton victory. Now, the fact is, yes, they have turned out, and yes, they have supported her. But just as in the divisions over Brexit, they have not turned out. People are enthusiastic for Donald Trump. And Ed Conway earlier on of the exit poll, actually the level of support of Latino voters for Hillary Clinton is slightly less than the level of support for Latino voters for Barack Obama in 2008 and 2012. So, you know, this sort of disillusionment, if you like, with politics as usual is also extending into the level of enthusiasm for voters to get out and support the status quo.
That's amazing. That is, you think about what's just happened and look at what
Fox calling Iowa for Trump. We're not calling that yet, but thanks, Adam. Let's head straight down to Florida and catch up with William Woods, who's Republican supporters in Tampa in Florida, in Hillsborough County, one of those crucial swing counties that presumably has gone the way of Trump. So what action? Sky calling Florida for Trump.
Well, Jeremy, there are screens in this bar which are showing both Fox and Sky News, and Sky News calling Florida at exactly the same time as Fox was calling Iowa for Donald Trump and also Wisconsin for Donald Trump as well. So those results coming together in a real surge, and that brought huge cheers from people. Let's talk to some of the people here. What's your reaction to winning Florida? What's your reaction to winning Florida?
I came here to start a business which was very successful. We owned an Irish pub on St. Pete Beach, but everything went downhill. I stayed, and I am just so happy, healthy, and alive, and energized. I'm just so excited about this.
Why do you think Donald Trump is going to be good for America?
Terrific.
Why do you think he's going to be good?
Well, he knows how to create jobs and companies and so forth. And that's one of the biggest problems we've had.
How is this tonight gone for you? Because at one point it looked as if Hillary Clinton was going to win. Certainly the exit poll suggested that she was going to win Florida. Were you always confident?
No, not quite. But I know I don't listen to the media anymore and all those predictions.
Well, thank you very much indeed. I'm not sure the media are going to be listening to pollsters anymore after what has happened over the last few weeks. Because let's face it, although there were some opinion polls showing a narrowing of the contest both in Florida and nationally, it was always still the case that Hillary Clinton was in the lead, and the pollsters have been proved wrong once again. And the people who said that this was going to be Brexit times 10, people like Nigel Farage, people like Donald J. Trump, it looks as if they're being proved right.
Extraordinary stuff. Thanks, Ian. Let's
booze when the pictures of Hillary Clinton's party over at the Javits Center came up on the big screen. Fox News has just called Wisconsin and Iowa for Trump, which of course led to huge cheers here in this room, because assuming that Trump holds all of the Romney states, totaling 206 electoral college votes, and given what Fox News has already called, that puts him at 259. Puts him at 269. So that made everybody very excited, and the atmosphere is now electric because they're looking at Fox News and what that channel has called. There is a sense that they may be on the edge of victory. I could definitely go that far. It is still the case, though, that the night is not over, but certainly Donald Trump's camp will be looking at what happened and thinking that that may well bode well in other parts of similar states like Pennsylvania, Wisconsin.
Looking at the state of this this map, looking at that result that you see at the top here, investors have started to take heed of it, trying to essentially.
Lots of young people coming into those here at the Trump.
Remind you, Trump victory, the same for Florida, with Trump winning that, and obviously the fourth biggest state in electoral college vote, so a big prize. He hung on to what Mitt Romney had won 4 years ago in North Carolina, but a big win for Trump, whereas Hillary Clinton has managed to hang on to here and Colorado so far. Todd Donovan, professor for politics and polling at the West Washington University, who's been helping us through the evening. Just sort of put us in context here. How far down the road are we? Are we in danger of jumping too far ahead?
I think some of this stuff's pretty stunning so far. Yeah, the narrative has been Trump's got to run the table, win this
a very smart one in Virginia.
Well, what we know about Donald Trump is he adapts for his audience, doesn't he? So already he's trying to look presidential because he's already trying the United States. We're all just trying to wrap our heads around the United States, and we're all just trying to wrap our heads around that. So he's talking about being a unifier, which is quite ironic, I think, for a man who has caused, I think, the most toxic presidential campaign of modern history, certainly in terms of his rhetoric, in terms of gender, immigration, all of these things that have been so inflammatory. He went on that stage tonight and talked about being a unifier, about healing, about bringing everybody together, and also talked about his plan for infrastructure, for veterans, for all of these things we've heard him on those rabble-rousing rallies talking about. That's now his plan. We're now looking at Donald Trump, who's thinking about forming a cabinet, forming an administration that will take over from President Obama's.
And in many ways, he's come through this campaign as an iconoclast. He's knocked down many of the barriers, the old structure of the politics that has been around in this country, the two-party politics for years, which is all very well until you get to the White House and have to rebuild the structure.
Yeah, and all of these people who he's alienated along the way, the Republican establishment. Reince Priebus, the RNC chairman, was up there tonight, but there's a long list of people who've abandoned Donald Trump. So how much of a challenge is it going to be for him to form that administration? We're looking at the names like Mike Huckabee. We're looking at Rudy Giuliani as a potential attorney general, looking at Chris Christie having some kind of role in there, Newt Gingrich as a possible secretary of state. You know, these aren't establishment figures, they're on the fringes.
Deal with Vladimir Putin, who's just sent a telegram to Trump saying that the dialogue in future has to reflect what both countries need.
That administration, we're looking
clearly
at the names
he's
like
reaching out fairly early on, but it is one of the politics that has been around pretty sceptical about the way he seemed to flatter and
you know, these aren't establishment. Yeah, and also what he's going to have to do in a couple of days' time is meet with President Obama, and that is going to be an astonishing event when you think about those campaign speeches that President Obama has given, where he is absolutely derided Donald Trump. He said that he's totally unfit for office. To have him in charge of the nuclear codes would be a danger to the world. They're going to have to meet and discuss some kind of handover here. So everything changes now. The tone of Donald Trump's campaign, you know, it's been such a rabble-rousing, such a controversial, off-the-rails campaign. He needs to rein it in now more than ever because he's going to be the president.
But he clearly set some themes out during the course of the year in quite a provocative fashion at times that an awful lot of people, the majority of the people who voted for the two big parties, bought into. But now, I mean, they're big promises he made about industry, aren't they? Big promises about immigration and about walls and about national security and all sorts of things. delivering is going to be a mammoth task for him.
Big, bold ideas, like the wall, for example, that will be hugely expensive. He said all along Mexico's going to pay for it. Mexico says we're not going to pay for it. What's going to happen there? These are promises he has made, and certainly when you look at things like banning Muslims from entering the US and no amnesty for immigrants, you know, these are all things that he's been extremely bold and enthusiastic about. So he has to deliver these things that are incredibly ambitious.
Back to you in a minute, Amanda. Let's just remind ourselves that probably the moment when it all started to really look like it was turning in Donald Trump's favour was the result in Florida. Ian Woods is in Tampa. You watched the evening unfold. What have you made of the extraordinary twists and turns?
Well, at no point today, I have to say, did I think that Donald Trump was going to become president of the United States until around about 9:30 local time. So it was about a couple of hours after the polls had closed in Florida. And we were being told, we knew the exit poll had Hillary Clinton by 2 points ahead. So that was the background to how we saw the early results come in, the results coming in for real. And they were going one way and then the other. And first of all, there was a narrow lead for Donald Trump, then a narrow lead for Hillary Clinton. And at the same time, today, I have to say, did I think that Donald Trump was going to become president of the United States until around about 9:30 Rubio. You remember Marco Rubio was one of the couple of hours after the polls had closed in Florida, and we were being told he won his Senate battle pretty easily. And I started talking to some of the Republican supporters who were in the room, thinking that what was going to happen was that Marco Rubio was going to get elected, but Donald Trump was going to lose Florida. And if he lost Florida, he was going to lose the White House. And talking to people in that context, you expected them to give, really honest answers about what they thought of Donald Trump when he seemed to be a loser rather than a winner. And all of them said, no, we didn't want any other candidate, even though I was suggesting that a less controversial, less divisive figure, such as Marco Rubio, even someone like Ted Cruz may have been someone who might have been able to get more votes of people who didn't like Hillary Clinton. But all of them said they wanted Donald Trump for a very good reason. He was unqualified. He was different. He was not Washington establishment. He would shake things up. He would do things differently. They wanted something different. And remember, this is Florida. This is not one of the Rust Belt states where whole swathes of industry have been closed down and people can blame economic factors for their woes. These are people who are just disenchanted by what they see as take from traditional Washington politicians and not giving back and listening to the people. So all the way through the evening, they were still getting behind Donald Trump, even though they thought there was a good chance that he was going to lose. And then suddenly it began to turn, and his lead in Florida was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I suddenly realized at about 9:30 that Hillary Clinton was running out of places where she was going to find some support. And we could see that Florida was slipping away. And at the same time, as Florida was slipping away, we were starting to get in other early results from places like Ohio and Pennsylvania and Georgia and North Carolina, which were painting a similar picture. And suddenly all these people in the room who thought that they were here for a wake were suddenly realizing that they were going to have a victory party after all. And they have been enthusiastic and delighted throughout the entire evening. And they stayed all the way through, even when it didn't look as if there was going to be a concession speech from Hillary Clinton and there was going to be no victory speech from Donald Trump. They stayed because they believed they could see the